Hello, hello, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Extinct Breaks Originals. And for this very special episode, we'll be featuring the Walking with Beats Chalicotherium. And here's the making of our Chalicotherium. So first up, we did the sketch and planned out what we're going to use with different, base figures. So guys, here's the kit bash of my Chalicotherium. You've seen I used a horse head here and different parts from a raptor. Also, we used the Groot upper torso here, and of course arms from a Baryonyx. And yeah, I'm feeling good about this. So let's just move on and continue. So this is gonna be quick. We have here our Chalicotherium already, sculpted and primered. Of course, we used epoxy non-sag for this, and of course, it's time for since this is already primered, we're now going to put some color in it. So we have here some brushes, of course, some acrylics over there, and of course some water. So let's start painting. So for the base coat on this one, this is just a mixture of some yellow ochre, what's that, unbleached titanium, some burnt umber, and white. And we're going to slather this on, well, basically the entire creature. So I wanted it to have, or to be done on multiple, thin coats, so that we avoid any brush marks, because we're not using airbrush here, and that's okay because we're not yet at that phase where I want to use airbrush, but maybe soon. Let me know in the comments below if for those of you who have had experience with airbrush, let me know if it works for you, and if it does, let me know the advantages of your use of your airbrush. Alright. So the next color would be this mixture of white, some, what's this again? Unbleached titanium. And we'll be painting this on the head, the bottom of the body, as well as some parts of the butt area. Like so. So the second color would be a gradient from the white colors that we have here on the figure, and towards a much darker coloration on certain parts. So here we just have this on the snout. We're also going to put this on the in-betweens of the legs. It's going to darken as it dries, so just let it dry up a bit, and then add on some more layers later on. And now that you can see that we've already created a gradient here from the tips going towards the outer part or the inner parts of the body, all we need to do now is put on some details. So one of the details would be that the eye area would have a patch of the same color over here, and we're going to do that just exactly. Very similar to a panda bear, but this one, it's not a panda, it's more of a horse. Like so. And then later on, we're going to put on the details on the eyes. And that's it. Probably that's it. So all we need to do now is copy this on the other side and make certain details, such as coloring the hooves as well, and putting in some colors on the ears also. And it's now time for us to move on to the next portion of the video. And here are the winners of our Guesses PC contest. We have 10 lucky picks. Here they are: Rainbow Racer, Third Mr. Tyrannosaurus, Ruled on Earth, Moy at Moy, Gabriel Elkins, Dino Guy Epic, Ice Dragon, Tyora Emperor, Lego Darkness World, and Extinct Bricks fan. Congratulations everyone, and
Top
our
10.
top 10 winners. Swollen Head of Dragon,
Top 9.
KM Zaffrey,
Top 8.
Big Al,
Top 7.
Framework 11 years old boy,
Top 6.
High Channel,
Top 5.
Victor Gabriel,
Top 4.
Aiden Stevenson,
Top 3.
Colton Todd,
Top 2.
Cretaceous Bricks,
And top
Prehistoric
4.
Life. Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you in the next Guess This PC contest. For those of you who'd like to join, here's how. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon, it'll lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage, and on the homepage just click on the community link to see all our posts. Now, on with a closer look. Hey there everyone, and we're back for another video on a custom that is truly something that I was actually waiting for a long time, and here is our Chalicotherium, everyone. So one of the more elusive and also one of, I guess, not well known creatures that we've had so far in our megafauna list would be the Chalicotherium. It's kind of a mixture between a horse and a gorilla. Well, anyways, it's kind of weird, and that's how I like it. Right, so Evie here will be coming back later on for some size comparison. So let's just have a closer look on this particular beast, shall we? So our Chalicotherium here is based off from the Walking with Beast Chalicotherium of the BBC series. I don't know guys if you've seen that, but it's one of those series that is quite available at the time, and I think that is where the Prehistoric Planet documentaries are being inspired by. And as a 90s kid like me, I actually quite relate to the series, and as a homage to that series, this is my version of the Chalicotherium. So the Chalicotherium, as I've said, is a mixture between a horse, an orangutan, and some other species of creatures that you've seen in your dreams. So it has this horse for a head, as you can see here. It's much more represents a donkey than a horse, as you can see here. It has this strong neck to it, quite short but still a strong neck, and broad shoulders, which holds these long arms with knuckles for walking. Now it also had these shorter legs, but are quite bulky and muscular legs to hold the quite heavy physique of the Chalicotherium. Now the overall paint scheme for this is quite simple, because we are channeling the Walking with Beast Chalicotherium, and it has this white head to it with some patches of brown, dark brown on the snout and also on the area of the eyes here. It had this darker hands and also feet on our Chalicotherium that transitions to a more yellow color here on the body. It has some markings of white stripes and speckles on the sides of the body, as you can see here, and some detailing of white, of the same white paint here on the bottom part, or on the underbelly of the figure. Now, in terms of articulation, this can be moved like so, and of course it has some movement on the arms as well. One more thing is that since this uses the arms of the of the Indominus Rex or the Indoraptor, this has the wrist can be twisted like so. Of course, the legs have some sort of movement as well. It has two studs on the back, and yeah, you can actually have different poses on this figure, like a walking pose, or a pose where it can reach out to branches, tall branches on trees, to foliage on food, and also it can be you know, some sort of a sitting position like so while it is resting. And that's it for the closer look on our Chalicotherium, guys. I hope you enjoyed this part of the video. We can now move on to the next part, which is and moving to size comparisons. Size comparisons, and we have our pretty boy Eevee here to be compared with our Chalicotherium. And as you can see, the Chalicotherium is quite a huge figure, and you know, if I would be seeing one of these in person, then definitely it could be a scary you know, a situation for me, because I'm quite partial to these types of creatures wherein they're not, you know, the usual things that I see, not like the moa, which is more likely similar to that of the ostrich, or probably a quagga, which is also similar to that of the modern day zebra. Well, yeah, so in terms of size, you can see here that comparing it with this particular photo over here, it's quite the right size in, when you scale it up with the minifigure here. Alright, so since we're over that, we can now move on with some of the size comparisons. Let's first move on with the one that I mentioned earlier, the giant moa. So the giant moa here is almost the same, or as a bit taller than our Chalicotherium here, but definitely if the Chalicotherium would be standing on all two, you know, rearing up like so, it could be, you know, even taller than our moa. The moa here is definitely taller than our human here, and it's one of those, what do you call this? It's one of those customs that I'm quite proud of because of the overall look and finish on the figure. So guys, if you haven't seen the custom yet on my moa, please check it out. It's a good you know, it's a good custom, and it's not that hard to make. So if you want to make one, you may want to check out my video on the giant moa. Up next would be the quagga. This is one of my older, you know, megafauna creatures, and I'm quite proud of it still, but could be, you know, improved sometime, probably when I have the chance to make more of these. I wanted to make different, you know, different patterns of quaggas in the future, and you know, maybe that is something that we will be doing in the future, making a remake of this one, and you know, taking out those buggly eyes. I know it's kind of my thing from before, but since I don't have those eyes anymore, then probably we'll be doing something better in the future, like how I do my customs at the moment. Now this is actually a bit larger than the human in terms of scaling and size, but nonetheless it's still okay. I don't know where this quagga is actually uploaded, but to check it out still, I'll be putting up the video link below so that you'll be able to see how I made my quagga. Also, we have here our Calicotherium, one of the larger ones that I made for an Artiodactyl. And guys, if you guys don't know, this is also a hooved creature. It just doesn't look like one. So this is the Calicotherium, one of the, or it is actually the heaviest of the giraffe species. And you can see that it's actually bulky, and I really like how I made this one. It's a revision of my previous creation of the Calicotherium, guys. So check out the video on my Calicotherium. Yeah, so cool. We also have another one here. This is the Platybelodon, and this is a cute but, you know, extraordinarily weird creature. It has this really big mouth to it, and I really like how I made this one. It's quite simple. It doesn't have a ton of articulation, but at least for the head here, there's a ton of movement that you can do, because it's a head, it's a ball and socket joint on the neck area. And of course, a Platybelodon won't be a Platybelodon if it can't open its mouth. So that's it for the Platybelodon, guys. Please check out the video on this one. I'd be happy if you'd give it a like as well. Also, we have here the Elasmotherium, the Siberian unicorn. So it does have this really large horn on its face, and although there are different depictions of the Elasmotherium nowadays, wherein instead of a very large horn, it is more of a bob on the nose. But since I made this one quite long ago, and you can see that the details are not there, we could probably do something with more details on this one. But watch out for it, guys. We'll be putting up some video clips also in my Facebook page, so that it would be more active. So check out the video, guys, on my Facebook page. Also, we have here the some of the biggest mammals that we've done here so far. Oops, sorry, EB. On the channel, this is of course the woolly mammoth, and the woolly mammoth is one of those ice age creatures that are more or less famous in terms of paleo art as well as paleo media. This is the woolly mammoth, guys. So it's also one of my oldest creations, and I'm still happy with how it looks like. It's quite simple in terms of painting, but I'm still somehow happy with how it turned out. And lastly, of course, this is our Paraceratherium. The Paraceratherium, oops, it's not fitting the camera. Let's just adjust our camera for a bit. The Paraceratherium is the largest mammal, or terrestrial mammal at least, to have lived, and I'm quite happy that I made one. Could be larger than what we have here, but yeah. So this is the Paraceratherium, guys, also based off from the Walking with Bees Paraceratherium. So guys, check out the link below on my Paraceratherium. It's a cool video. Alright, so that's it for the size comparisons, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. Let's now move on to Extinct Break Species Roll, and we have here all the creatures that we've shown so far here on this video. And if you do have other suggestions of other creatures or other species that you'd like to see here on Extinct Breaks, then please comment them down below, and I do read them up. And if I feel that it would be something that we can add to my collection, then definitely will be considering adding those as well. Also, we have here Eevee. Just to remind you guys that all that you see here is actually available in our Extinct Breaks playlist over here. But I will be also placing in individual links of all of these species that we've mentioned here, so that you won't have to go through all 450 plus video uploads that I've already included in my channel. Also, let's now continue on with our Extinct Breaks species roll call. Let's start from this side, shall we? This is the Extinct Breaks Walking with Bees Paraceratherium. This is the Extinct Breaks version of the giant moa, our Extinct Breaks Elasmotherium, our Extinct Breaks Quagga, our Extinct Breaks Platybelodon, our Extinct Breaks version of the woolly mammoth, and of course our Extinct Breaks version of the Civatherium. And to start the show here, of course, this is our Extinct Breaks version of the Walking with Bees Chalicotherium. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and learned something from it as well. If you do enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be aware of all the video uploads and also what's happening on my community. And that's it for the video, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next. Also, please do not forget to support our other channels, TV Toy Universe and The Adventures of Moira and Usher. Please watch their videos and support their channel by subscribing. And as we always would say, guys, let your inner dino break roar. Thanks everyone, and bye.